Hello, 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 Aries. To check on something before I get started there. Thank you for coming in and saying hello and checking me out. If you're brand new, I appreciate that. For those of you returning, thank you, thank you. This actually is a reading for Aries for the 14th through the 20th, and I'm going to get sort of right into it. I have to apologize to Aries because these readings this week are late. Usually I do readings every week, and due to the fires in Oregon, we had to take care of things and pack up and make sure that we weren't getting evacuated. So things got sort of behind. Plus, the energies were so uprising, I didn't want to do a reading that way. So let's get started. So I just want to have you keep in the back of your mind that this is the retrograde, and the Mars retrograde is in your sign. So we have boom, 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 a lot of fire, a lot of conflict, a lot of communication issues, a lot of I'm going to be right, you're not going to be right kind of things. And we're going to go and try to fight those with Saturn saying, hey, mellow out, mellow out. So keep that in mind. Also, too, we have a new moon coming in this week on the 17th. So let's keep that in mind as well. Holy Toledo. Let me get a reading on these cards for a second. Wow. So much, and this is going to be so much these next until the end of the year, but till November 13th when the retrograde ends, it is really going to be such uncertainty times, and also conflict, and is anything ever going to go right, is it ever going to stop, that kind of mentality. Yeah, because we're going to sort of feel like it is actually coming apart. Things are falling apart. They're actually being, at this point in time, with the retrograde, being cleaned, being purged, being reset, being humbled. A lot of people are being humbled because we need to stay on track, on the right course. I must have a light. It's sort of darker because of the smoke here, so it's pretty smoky out. We are in the extremely dangerous signs of going outside. So you're going to get a little bit of flare, or a little bit of, what do you call that? This glareness on there. So I apologize. So the talisman about being actually on course, keeping on course, peaks of joy. There are going to be peaks of joy. There's going to be happiness. It's going to depend on you, though, because it's going to be depending on your thought process. It's going to be dependent on the way that you communicate, the way you choose to communicate. This one's going to be a real tough one during the retrograde, because we're trying to uh, see. Let me do it. I'm doing a little numerology here too. Sorry, trying to see what else is going on here. So it's going to be just sort of a touch and go with the joy kind of thing, and it's going to be coming from within you. You're going to have to find your own joy. You're going to have to find peaks of joy, find peaks of breathing time, that kind of stuff. And then, of course, we have metamorphosis, however you want to say it. Anyway, and that is actually a huge, huge thing. I find that this is very interesting. The first card out and the last card out. And this is very, very true. So when we have things coming apart, things are coming together, actually, and they are growing and blossoming in a different manner. So that's the metamorphosis. So you got to think of, again, the butterfly. You go to the cocoon, or the caterpillar. The caterpillar then goes into a little cocoon, and it comes out a beautiful butterfly. So that's when things sort of seem like they're falling apart, but they're actually not. As long as you stay focused, know the path that you're on. If you don't know the path you're on, this is a really, really good time to start thinking about those things, because in the retrograde, it's about process. It's about thinking about your process, your thought process, where it's coming from, which one it's coming from. Also, to what is important to your priorities. What is your joy? What is your I don't want to say happiness. Happiness is external. What's your joy? Joy is internal. What is that for you? And what is it that is going to change in this actually up until the end of if it's going to have changed. Sorry, my battery's going dead. I'm going to plug this in. What's going to change for you personally till the end of the year to grow you to the person that you want to be. So this is metamorphing from that caterpillar to the butterfly. That's what's going to be happening. And this is going to be a really important time with the retrograde and the new moon to actually start really thinking about really what is it that I myself want? Where do I want to grow? Where do I need to work on myself? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? How can I focus to stay on track for a positive lifestyle, something productive for my calling, not mine, but your calling or your purpose, because that's what you're here for. You're not here for your purpose to just end with you. You're supposed to be the conduit, the messenger per se, or whatever. So, and that's why I'm doing this. What I'm doing is through everything of that nature. Oh wow, double this I have not seen for a very, 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 very long time. King and Queen of Pentacles. Now, there's a bunch of things that could be going on with this. And for those of you that have seen my readings before, just know that, yes, I'm getting all kinds of messages right now. I'm getting all kinds of energies, some vibrations. I'm getting all kinds of stuff. So for those that are brand new, I ask the divine before I do my readings to send me whoever I needs to come. It could be your ancestors, could be mine, it could be angels, it could be whatever. It is of light and light only. I do not allow darkness in. That could turn things really ugly, and it's more destructive. So this is more constructive. So King and Queen of Pentacles means somebody. So while this whole coming apart process is, while this cocoon is turning into a beautiful butterfly, right? So that beautiful butterfly is a very big, 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 big harvest. So this could be a harvest of your work. It could be a harvest of your school, could be a harvest of maybe you're coming into owning a business. Maybe you have a business partner. Maybe there's two of you that are planning on working on something together. Could be just a project, but it has to do with something that will make you money. And because the pentacles are all about money, earthly things that are actually going to grow you here on earth. It also is a couple when it comes out as a couple. So this could be a divine intervention that whoever you are meeting or whoever you're coming in with was actually a meeting from the divine, and that is to help you. Thank you for that. So you are to help each other, whatever it is on this earth. So it could be helping, like say maybe one is weak in finances and the other one is strong in finances, and teaching how to bring your person up to grow and learn more about finances. Maybe somebody is really strong in business and maybe somebody dreams to be a business owner, and then they teach how to do that. But then not only that, maybe this business owner is weak in relationships and this person isn't, so this person's up here with relationships and then it grows here. But this is definitely a divine connection, a helper to help this person and this person to help this person. Is it a love match? Doesn't have to be, but this has to be two people helping each other in their strengths and their weaknesses. And this helps each other in not only their journey, but it also helps in their peaks of joy, because joy is spirit. Happiness is external. So when you're having peaks of joy, that means when you get to another level, oh, I did it. Or they get to another level, woo, yay, they're happy because internally you are meeting your goals. You're morphing into something that you were divine to be. Your creation, your calling, your purpose. All right. So thank you. So they just want me to make sure that this coming part is not a bad thing. Do you see the light in the center? As long as you keep the spirit or your intuition in the center where spirit lays pretty much, because that's why our chakras are in the center, then basically then everything is going to morph into beautiful. So let's see what else is. Wow, what a start. Can I have that one? I'm not an Aries, so But yeah, with this is really, really good for Aries because with Mars being in Aries, this retrograde, it's going against everything. It's like fighting. It's just like everybody is fighting for something. But wow, what a beautiful. Yeah. Oh, you guys got it. This is your time to shine. Shine, shine, shine. The world. The world. Oh my gosh. What do you guys got going on? I want to know who's got what going on. Wow. Wow. What a team. What a team. This is a dynamic team. Dynamic. Wow. I want one of those. Yeah, because you guys are actually, and this is it, the hard work. I'm being told there's a lot of hard work that has gone into this. There's been a lot of thought that has been gone into this. Has to be, just remember that this can't be just a head thought. This has to be a spirit thought. Because if we go with our head all the time, then that's an earthly thing, and earthly things come and go. They could be gone in a heartbeat, just like a fart in the wind, gone in a heartbeat. All right. Yeah, but some of them linger, right? Woo! Just joking. My daughter was in here and she'd just say, "Oh my gosh, Mom." All right, let's see what else there is. Yeah, this is going to be really important for all the for anybody, whether you're in a business, whether money, whether it's love, whether it's work, we're tired. Man, I say this for the firefighters right now. Holy Toledo. I wish, and if I ever see a firefighter, I just want to hug them and say thank you, because they're tired. They're tired. And that this is where you need to rest. You need to take care of yourself emotionally, physically, mentally. It is time to make sure that you do get some rest. You refuel yourself. Breathe, ground yourself, so that when you do morph into that beautiful butterfly, you have all the energy to fly. All the energy to fly. Boy, did I just get goosebumps for somebody. Yeah, definitely got to fly. And I just didn't realize this. I'm using the scenario and I just didn't realize it. If you look at the top of this card, what is that? A butterfly. I didn't even think of that. And look at that. They're right beside each other. So somebody's morphing. Somebody is really in a caterpillar cocoon stage. Now remember, this is the 14th through the 20th. Something could be starting from past coming into this week. It also could be that something is not going to start until maybe after the full moon. So maybe these seeds. Now here's the thing with the moon is you want to be planting those seeds until that new moon comes. You need to be getting garbage out, taking all the goop and crap out of your life and getting ready to plant those seeds, because when that harvest comes on the 17th, that new moon comes on the 17th, and then we can reap the abundance of all this releasing, then that's going to be a good thing. And that's where I think for a lot of you, this is going to start to, the joys are going to start to morph, is where I really, really think that's going to begin to morph. So prior to the 17th, the new moon, make sure you're getting your rest, drinking lots of water, because water's nutrition, taking care of your health, taking care of your refueling yourself emotionally, spiritually, mentally, because when you guys when this power team starts going, you're going to need every bit of energy that is going on. Yeah. And I hope, thank you for that. Yeah, there's going to be definitely celebration. Now, there's celebration with a bunch of people, so this might be something of a celebration like, yes, we did it, or yes, there's a marriage, yes, there's a reunion, yes, there's a new company that we started, there's a new project we started, we did it, we're celebrating. It's a time of celebration because you did make things happen. Whatever this is, it could be, I'm finally done with school, I'm done with my master's, I'm done with my graduate, I'm done with whatever it is, my internship, whatever it is, but there's a celebration for that. I am being told, I'm not sure who this is for. Just remember to not get a big head, and don't forget where you came from. I don't know who that's for. So don't forget where you came from. Don't forget where you started, because somebody else may need to hear that and need that support as well. So I don't know who that's for. They just told me to say that. I say it. All right. So let's see what else. Let's go to a different deck. Woo! This is a phenomenally good reading. Wow. Even though there's not a whole lot of cards, but the whole energies with the theme, with the energies from the oracles. Oh my goodness. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. So, and this is a good time too if you are one that are inquisitive and have a question. This is a good time to enter that. If you're watching, I know a lot of people watch, but they don't get on the chat. That's okay. And then it's also too, if you survive this. Funny, that's not funny. If you haven't subscribed, this is a good time to do that as well. Hit the bell and you'll know when I'm on live. I do a lot of lives. My daughter's like, why do you do lives? And I said, because I need the energies to flow, and I really want to feel if people come on, what their questions are. I want to feel their energies. Also too, I love to know where everybody's from. You know, I love for you guys to say hi and tell me where you're from. All right, so let's see. So we got a lot of celebration, a lot of change. Big change through this retrograde. And it's going to, now I'm going to say, and I'm hearing this, know that even though some things are starting to go forwards and moving for you and making big gains, and you're transforming and transitioning into something new, just remember there's always conflict on the other side. Mars is about conflict. Saturn is about, oh, let it go, leave them be, let them do their thing. And Mars is like, no, I'm a warrior. I'm going to fight this to the end. So Mars is a warrior planet. Mars likes conflict. And let me tell you, Mars came in like a vengeance on the 9th with all these fires and all this upheaval. And oh my gosh, seriously, it's crazy. All right, so let's see what else. Okay. So we have the Justice. So Justice is going to have a thing about balancing, which is really important here, because whatever this power couple or power team, I'm going to say team because it might not be a couple, it might be a team, whatever this power team is, that they're getting ready to do something really big, because the world, they've got the world at their fingertips. There is going to be some paperwork. Again, here's power team. We've got two people coming in together. This is actually somebody coming in together. Again, if you're coming in late, it doesn't mean it has to be a love affair. It could be a love affair that you're coming in as a partner, a team, doing something new. But it could be somebody that you already know. Somebody that you just have planned to do this together. You decided to do it. Now you're planting the seeds, or you've already got it started. And it's coming to fruition, and it is growing. Okay, so the justice part of this is actually the paper part. Make sure that you're crossing your T's, you're dotting your I's, especially when it comes to contracts, or if you're a marriage or anything like that. If you feel like you need to do a prenup, this is the time to do it. If it actually is something that you need to, because here's the thing with justice. Justice is about truth. Justice is about balance. So if you are fearful, and do not speak up now, because of the Mars retrograde, you're not going to be able to get to that level where you're going to be comfortable in this. Okay, you need to do that. Should not be walking on eggshells, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a business partner, whether it's school, parents, that kind of thing. That's, if you have to walk on eggshells, it's not meant to be. It's sort of toxic. But the thing is, with justice, You have to be really, I'm an entrepreneur, been in business a long, long time. And let me tell you that when I was in the beginning, I went by somebody's word, or I went by somebody's like, you know what? My word is good, or let's do it this way. We don't need to write it down. Write it down. Even if you write it on a piece of notebook paper and you both sign it, that's a legal document. So, get it down. If you're doing business, get yourself an attorney, even if it's just to look over the papers and say, hey, they'll say, don't, think about this or think about this. Marriage, be sure that, if you're getting a house together, papers signed together, a lot of things. Just, this is all about justice. This is about equality, which there never really is. That's just a earthly facade, I should say, because we're not supposed to be equally balanced. It's just not the way the universe has us. So, but be sure, just cross your T's and dot your I's. Definitely do that, because when you do get to this place where you are this butterfly, you want to be able to fly like this person, knowing that you did everything, you got everything in detail, crossed, blah, 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 blah. All right. Woo! Yeah. This is a great, oh man, I wish this was my reading, because this is really just all about celebrations. Just, she's very confident. She's very happy. She's very sure of herself. Women can be really good entrepreneurs. I used to help people get their business started. I used to write 501c3s, help with grants. Women are powerful in the business world. So, and that's Get Balanced 2020. If that's something that you're interested in and you need a coach on, check me out. So, but I've done so many things in my life. That's what my next book is about. I got book number 2 coming out. So, anyway, let's get back to this. So remember, the 17th new moon coming in, abundance is coming. You're creating it right now by planting your seeds. You're getting rid of the garbage. You're getting rid of the, I shouldn't say garbage, just the unprioritized. You're putting some things on the back burner, other things you're bringing out to the forefront. Maybe you're a dreamer and you love to have all different kinds of items. Or things that you're working on, then that's something that you actually need to be deciding which one's more important than the other. Yeah, because, wow. So I'm thinking, they already know what this means. The 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is a wish card. This is something that is coming to fruition. This is something that you've wished for that is actually happening. This is something that it's of the heart, because the cups are of the heart. It also is something that is not going to last too long. So it's sort of like when you wish for something and it happens and then sort of the newness goes away, that kind of thing. That's what that's for. And it's a very confident, very happy feeling, because it's thank you. It's a feeling of self-accomplishment is what that is. And this is right next to the Justice card. And they just wanted me to make sure that I brought this up, because this has to do with making sure that you did cross your T's and your I's, and you're going to be really happy that you did. Thank you for that. A lot of cups. So we have Pentacles, which, okay, so this is really good. So this is something definitely desired. This is something that your heart's desired, but you also, it's something of earth that you needed to do or wanted to do for yourself. All right. All right. Divine, is there anything else that you would like me to share with Aries? Aries, our fiery sign, our sign that is in our Mars retrograde. So in the Mars retrograde too, remember to look when you're sitting there speaking with somebody. This is where it's going to be really, really important. Otherwise, this will happen. Is that you really need to think about what you say when you're talking to somebody. Think before you speak, because words, Mars is really bent on conflict. So it's sort of like one of those times where you're like, why did I say that? Where did that come from? You don't want that to be happening, because it's going to be hurtful. And you don't want to do that for somebody. Yeah. Coming in fast. King of Swords. Excuse me, Knight of Swords. Very nice. Some message coming in really quick. Something is happening very fast. Something just like not just sort of like, okay, yeah, it's coming up. No, it's going to go and it's going to take you off guard. It's like, yes, it's coming in and it's going to take you off guard. Ah, thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, so when I said taking off guard, they asked me to look at the couple again. So somebody is actually having a relationship that's going to come in just like, whoosh, where did that come from? You know, sort of how when you're looking for love or whatever, and you're like, yeah, screw it, I'm not going to look for it anymore. And you don't, and then all of a sudden somebody's there. That's sort of what's going to be happening here. And then the star card popped up, so which means a lot of love, peace, a lot of tranquility, a lot of balance again between and spirit and earth. And we've got, this is just a power reading for a couple of some sorts, whether it's business power, whether it's love, whether it's I can't get that apart. Sorry about that. Whether it's love, that kind of thing is this is a power thing. This is a good, powerful thing. This is coming together, a divine coming together, and it is definitely celebrational and joyous. I'm so excited for you guys. So excited. So, Aries, this has been a really good reading. Best one of the week so far. Anyway, just remember that you're going to be morphing into a butterfly and everything is going to actually work for the good. Be mindful of what you say, especially during this Mars retrograde, and look for that new moon on the 17th, because that is going to be your time where you're going to shine and bring it all in. All right. So this has been a fun reading. If you haven't subscribed already, I'd appreciate if you could, or hit the bell and when you subscribe, and you'll know when I'm on live. I do a lot of my live readings, and you're also always welcome to pop in, tell me where you're coming from, say hello, ask a question, and then also too, you'll catch my spiritual growth. I just did a big empath thing, and I'm still doing empath videos, and those are in the spiritual growth section on the playlist. So I would love for you to join the playlists and watch my videos, give me some ideas, feedbacks, hit the comments, and I would love to hear from you. Otherwise, we're going to see you on the 21st. I hope you guys have a great week and enjoy that full moon, but be careful of that Mars retrograde. Watch the Mars retrograde reading if you haven't, and you'll be able to help manage yourself through the retrograde, so that you're not feel like you're going to bite somebody's head off, or actually be uncertain about things and what to do. All right. Talk to you next week. Take care.